Hi, I'm Ben.
Don't pay no attention to him, he's drunk.
So we're gonna make some pasta now. We're gonna make some very, very simple egg pasta. So first things first.
Thanks.
Most recipes you see talk about 100 grams of pasta being what you make per person. But what?
The egg.
I'm saying things. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Apple. Can you open the fridge again?
No.
The way it's all blue looks like a portal to another world.
What's the matter with you?
So we're gonna make 100 grams of pasta, but this is for 2 people. Now, most of you would never try to measure the amount of flour that you have standing on this side of the scale. So now I have to stand here like a moron. Salt, compost. You don't need this, but I'll just show you basically how to do this. Anyone can do this. So I'm just gonna start mixing this. I'm gonna bring the flour in this way. I'm just gonna start chopping it. You can see it breaks up when I pull it apart, but it still is kind of a dough. It sticks to itself. So my mom made this. My mom is not a hippie. She lives in Ohio. But this is a wrap made of cloth, beeswax, and a bunch of other buck wild shit that I don't know what it is. I don't think it's that complicated. But it's a very, very natural way of wrapping something. And it kind of sticks to itself. Very reusable, very cleanable. Thanks, Mom. It's been sitting in the fridge for what I'd like to say is been like 2 minutes. The amount of time it took for this pasta to be ready
television
had less to do with the amount of time that it factually should take, and a hell of a lot more to do with Robin just going, we need to adopt some cats. And I'm just like, get over here, and now we're doing this bit. So we stopped talking about it.
Kid, this ain't your night.
They need homes.
I know they need homes.
This is on the fat setting, right?
First setting is 0 on these machines.
Or 9. Some of them go like the opposite.
Come on! Come on!
Ordinarily, this would be a lot easier if you let it rest for 30 minutes. But I couldn't take any more talk about orphan kittens.
If Heather in Hawaii doesn't have a pasta maker, what should she do? Other than fuck off because she lives in paradise.
The traditional method of doing this is to take a wine bottle and just roll it out and have a splash of the wine.
Splash?
That's all you get. If you want a
Drink,
wine
drink,
bottle,
drink.
you can go to the garage. We can do that. Go to the garage and get a wine bottle.
It snowed 7 inches. Cold.
So let me show you what's going to happen now. This is gin, the bartender's favorite vodka.
I could have taken this apart.
Or Vito Classico. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner of Italian champions, like Rocky Balboa.
Wait, what are you drinking?
Colorado gin. What we drink when people aren't going to be in the same room with us again for a long time.
So in the interest of authenticity, she's going to do that and then pretend to use that wine bottle. Can we just use the wine bottle?
Okay, I'm doing it. Jesus Christ. All right. So take your average wine bottle, W-H-I-N-E. And now roll this. Roll it. It's getting all long. Next thing we do, take your knife. I'm using the back of this knife. That'll work just fine. Cutting pasta.
Flop.
So I'm going to cover this in flour. I'm going to the middle always. And that middle fold right there, that's the thing that we don't want to lose. So then we fold it over again. We take our knife.
Oh, reasonably. This is your...
So I'm just going to start cutting this like this, okay? And here's the best part. Come over here. This is the money shot. I slide my knife under and all the pasta falls apart.
That's actually
works.
kind of
Okay.
nice.
I learned this cutting Italian pasta in Italy. I learned this. Anyways, here's, I give it a little toss like that. I do this for no other reason than I actually super enjoy doing it. And then we do this. All right, pasta sauce. I'm gonna peel this onion. Chop. You don't want too much onion. We're gonna get down to some garlic here. By the way, see what I did? Chop, just give it a whack. And then when you chop it, it's already split into like smaller pieces. I think there's some sort of a virus analogy here, but I don't know what it is. Now, a very important step in using a can opener. This is gin. It goes into your body. Very much unlike the coronavirus. Coronavirus out, gin on the inside. Pasta sauce. This you only have to cook to shit. Pasta sauce in a can is already cooked to fuck. That is like basically chum slurry that you're just sucking in.
Whoa,
It's the spam of tomato sauce. The reason people like copper is like heat on, heat off. With steel, it takes a lot of time. With cast iron, the heat goes into the pan slowly, but once it's in there, it stays there. Very much like my marriage, where once I get in here, I just stay here, no matter how embarrassing it is for me. We're gonna throw in the onion. Garlic you add at the very last minute. Onions first, and kind of anything with about the consistency of an onion, that can all go in at once no matter what you're cooking.
so what's the consistency of an onion?
Anything that isn't tomatoes and garlic, now. Just go with that. Making spam meatballs, people. There's gonna be some shame and embarrassment here.
A bum, which is what I am. Let's face it.
Incidentally, very much like this concert shirt. This is a tuxedo shirt. Now, from a distance, you can see the little collars on here, but if you look closely, you can see what's really going on at the concert hall. See how shitty that is? See how it's like kind of yellow and stuff? Yeah. I'm cooking with this because I'm probably never gonna need it again. Large can of tomatoes. So we're gonna edit that out. In the meantime, let's cook these spam balls. So this recipe is typically cooked while drinking gin. So what we're gonna do now is brown the spam balls. And once they're totally browned, we will get them plated up. That's the sound of a good spam fry. This is gin, but you need to be drinking an Orvieto Classico, one of the most gorgeous little hill towns in Europe. Spam fries much faster than other meats, but apparently the reproductive organs of whatever the spam equivalent, genetic-wise, of pork is, browns a lot faster than your average meat. So I'm guessing that's about the color you're looking for in your spam meatballs. Just browning spam. The apocalypse is probably not worth living through. It's worth living through this moment right here. I swallow almost immediately. It's not worth living through anymore. Dropping the temperature because they're cooking too quickly, because their fat content is super high.
How much you waste?
I'm guessing most of you have never read any Thomas Mann.
I read Death in Venice. It's a little relevant. It's about the plague.
I hear the dolphins are coming back.
That's actually fake news.
The next thing we do, basic meatball stuff. Take the spam balls, place them directly into the pasta sauce. Because what we really want from a nice, clean pasta sauce, the flavor of pig urethra. Really permeating through all of that sauce. Because, and this is an important Italian tradition, we want to be reminded of the sadness of what life really is. Spam is fucking disgusting. Next thing we do, spam meatballs are in. We take the pasta, our fresh pasta. It's gonna go so well with that delicious spam. All right, now we're gonna drain the pasta, dump it into the sauce. Give it a little toss. All right, plating. So we take the fresh pasta, get a nice big wad of it like this. Don't worry about how much sauce is on there. We put it on the plate, place it in the middle, but then we twist. We'll just take this little towel right here, go right around the edge. There we go. We take our spam meatballs, Blop. 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 And next, we're gonna get some parsley and some Parmesan. Chop through, tuck your knuckles back. Parmigiano Reggiano is the thing. If it says Parmesan, that means that it is complete and utter American horseshit. And if you come here, you can just take a quick look. See how it says natural cheese? You fucking shouldn't have to say that about cheese. It's made of cow's milk. Also, extra aged cheese. Shouldn't have to say that. Aged over 18 months. It's supposed to have that. Private selection. It's not that at all. The only thing that's correct on there is the net weight. I take a grater. A carrot peeler. Oh my god, that's awful. This is apocalypse cheese right here. It's fucking horrible. So I'm gonna just shave some off, break it up over the top. Now real Parmesan wouldn't break like this. This looks like shit. So I'm gonna break it over the top because it's terrible cheese. Don't wanna go too heavy on the cheese. We're gonna put parsley on top. Just like that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your Spam meatball pasta. Take a look at that. Soft
You didn't like
Spam goodness.
grown on camera, Food Network style.
Right? Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, that's how you know it's bullshit. When every video of somebody that you watch, they eat something and just go, oh, it's the best thing I've ever eaten. It's not true. Most things are not the best thing you've ever eaten.
So
I will
good.
say that's pretty good, but it is Spam, so let's get ourselves a really appropriate reference. You ever chew?
Non c'è da me